Remember community guidelines. Be nice. That just popped up across the screen. I thought it was funny. I'm waiting for y'all to come in. How is everybody? All right, the chat's going to go crazy in a second, y'all. I got so much shit. There I am, California. Wait. It's like California and Alberta, 3 days of spring, then back to winter. Oh, I can't stand it. Don't tell me about winter. I can't do it. Can't do it. Can't hear you. Can't hear you anymore. How is everybody? I'm waiting. I have still a stuffed nose. It's wild. It's been going on about a year. No idea what it is. There you are. Hi, you guys. Hi. How is everybody? Oh my goodness. Yeah, exactly. Where is Kate? I don't fucking know where she is. I'll tell you something though. The royal family has always been liars, has always, I mean, why? Sorry, makeup smudge there. Why does anybody pay attention to the royal family? Like, who are these people? What, we're supposed to listen to them because we were born into a culture where they say that they're special? I don't know. I never bought it as a kid. I got kicked out of school under high school for not singing God Save the Queen because I'm Canadian and we had to say it in the morning. And I was like, not that God can't save her, but that's not like my whole ideology is like singing God Save the Queen. I mean, no, I just couldn't. So I actually got expelled for 3 days. And my mother, who came from England, was like, what is fucking wrong with you? And I'm like, fuck that bitch. But I didn't say it like that. I said it in little kid speak. So, yeah. I mean, I don't understand. I don't understand our society saying anything to do with anybody, putting them on a pedestal in any way, shape, or form whatsoever. I am drinking hot water because I'm freezing. It's hot water. Yeah, I drink hot water to clean out my body, hopefully get rid of the fat on the back of my ass. And, I think I'm just going to have to give into it one day. But anyway, yeah, doesn't Kate's energy... I mean, I don't know where Kate Middleton is, but I would assume... You know what I find sickening? Like, totally sickening. Totally sickening. Oh, any of them. Like, you're born into a family, so it's like... Meaning your family, you're born on earth, and as little kids, you're like, that's royalty. And as a little kid, I was like, who the fuck are these people? They stole from everybody, which is the only reason they have money. So when I now hear that Middleton's parents are broke, I give a shit. I don't give a shit. Who gives a shit? Why do you give a shit? I mean, you have trouble feeding your family. They steal money from the people and the monarchies around the world. All of them do. So I'm so confused. Like, who cares about them? Yeah, I don't understand. I don't get it. Yeah, I'm telling you, I got expelled. Like, my parents had it up to here with me as a little kid. They were like, because I was adopted, so it's easy to call me crazy. But really, really, truthfully, when you look at the monarchy, who are these people? Number one, they're hideous. They're ugly as sin. Like, could they pick an uglier group of people? So why is that? Because they're interbred. That's that. You know how they only fuck each other. That's how sick they are. They're like, we're going to fuck each other to keep ourselves pure. I'm a triple Leo, sun, moon, and rising. And here's something that's going to make all you orange man bad people hate me. Trump and I have the same rising sign. I'm sorry, 29 degrees. I think his is 40 something, mine is 40 something, but it's different. So I'm 29, 40 something with Virgo in the first house. Pluto and Uranus. Does that not say, like, I don't care? Anyway, yeah, it's bring up Jimmy Carter. Yeah, every time I go to Palm Springs and see those fucking windmills, I think Jimmy Carter. That's what I think. And I think there they are in the desert. I can see them when I'm climbing up San Jacinto, like in the middle of the night. They have a blinking red light. You can see them from 10,000 feet up as you're climbing through there. And I'm like, there they are. I don't get it. They kill more birds. I know Trump is 29 degree Leo rising. I can't remember exactly. He might be 2936. I honestly can't remember. And I'm 2943. So I'm almost Virgo rising. Now, I'm a triple Leo. He's not. He's Gemini Sag moon, I believe, if I'm correct. Mm. Anyway, everybody hates it when I say that. I'm not allowed to say it because it's Trump. You can say whatever you want about any other bozo in office, and they're all bozos, Trump included. So, yeah, I don't know who these people are. Yeah, Leo is very self-centered. Unfortunately, yeah, we are. I'm so self-centered that I still contribute a lot to two households. Basically, I'm the man. So that's a Leo thing too. For Leo women, which one of the girls at the fire camp pointed out, she was a Leo and I was a Leo, and she had this long, gorgeous hair. And she goes, I'm a Leo boy, you're a Leo girl. And I was like, wow, that's interesting because Leo kitties got the short hair, the girl kitties. So Leo cats, women, Leo cats are like men. We do everything, everything. Women do a lot anyway, more than most men. No offense, men. Don't do there. Don't go there with me. But yeah, Leo women, we do a lot. A lot. So, there you go. I'm an evil Aries. It's okay. I marry Aries. Yeah, people hate it. People hate Leo. I don't blame you. I mean, Leo's a bombastic, loud, bullshitty sign. But what I can say is I will say this, exceptionally loyal. I am loyal to a fault. I'm loyal that you can run me over and I will remain loyal to you because I have set my sights on that. So it's actually a mental disorder, the loyalty, too much loyalty, bad thing. I will pay my way in everything. I accept no money, no cash from anybody, not government, not people. I will starve to death before I ask for your help. That's a Leo thing. I'll never ask for fucking anything from anybody that way. No, no, no. So yeah, and least of all, anybody I'm in a relationship with, I ain't asking for shit because they will get at you. They will get at you. Yeah, that's a trauma response. Apparently, I consider it strong. Like I don't need you. So yeah, that's what I think. I think women, but yeah, people hate Leos. I don't blame them. Whatever. We all have signs we hate. You know, it's the way it is. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. It is. I'm okay. Leo is the fifth house. It rules children. I love children. I love my children. I love your children. I will never hurt a children. A child. Children. Yeah, I was a doormat. Actually, the Virgo came in. I would say I was a doormat. I would describe my adult life as being a codependent doormat. I'm still trying to get over my codependence. I have severe, which comes from growing up in an alcoholic family, which comes from being a child of abuse, sexual abuse, and all of that, and being adopted. Okay, so now we know that. I've analyzed myself. Anyway, that's the way that is. But yeah, it's just, yeah, I know I have codependent issues. It's just a fucking problem. There's that. I know. You guys. I'm so trying to get everything. No, I my whole entire life I have been I describe myself as a doormat, which is really a Virgo characteristic. Don't yell at me, Virgos. Don't yell. Virgo rules the sixth house in service, and Virgo is they're doormats. Don't get mad. They will do anything to people please and that kind of thing. They're persnickety, but if they like you, they will bend over backwards. So I have a little bit of that in me because I'm first house Virgo. I'm just saying. Just saying. Just saying. And I'm just saying, strong, independent doormat. No, I'm not really strong and independent. I'm codependent. I need Al-Anon, I was thinking. I probably need fucking Al-Anon because, you know, that's probably what I need. But when you grow up with addicts and alcoholics, you're not going to be secure as an adult. You're going to be fucked up. And that's what addicts and alcoholics, all in their own little right to do what you fucking want. You got the right to do it, but you traumatize everybody around you. And then when the child grows up, because they got no judgment, no sense of self-love, none of that. Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Mhm. My dad was a violent alcoholic. I am drinking hot water. Yeah, sorry for slurping. Right there. Hot water. My lipstick's all over. I do this to my cups, but I bought the cups and they're my cups. I don't do that at your house, but I do it at my house. And very sweet. But if she didn't like someone, watch out. Yeah. I just pretend now, if I don't like someone, I have as you know, the fake face. I'm like, hi, how are you? You'll never know if I hate you because I don't care enough to show you that I hate you anymore. Yes, water can heat you. That's why I'm drinking hot water. I was freezing. Um, Anyway, so Cancer, I have 3 planets in Cancer, 4 in Leo, 3 in Cancer. So I'm a fucking mess. But anyway, yeah, I'm pretty sure Kate Middleton, I mean, I don't know. I think she's a Capricorn. I can't remember what her sign is. I don't, again, look at the royal family because the royal family, Al-Anon is for survivors of alcoholics because when you grow up in an alcoholic family, now why I'm on this tangent, I don't know. You'll marry an alcoholic, which I did. But when you grow up in an alcoholic family, you'll get blamed. There's always the one that speaks out, because I'm spitting, bleh, speaks out, and they'll be the scapegoat. And then there's the ones that enable the alcoholic because they want things to go smoothly when the alcoholic goes cuckoo with their conversation, because the alcoholic got a blah, 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 yap at the mouth about their stupid shit, right? So anyway, I'm 100% enabler. Yeah, let's say our fault. I can be enabler too. Sloan, I'm too sober. Yeah, I like being sober. I don't do anything. I don't have to. Like maybe if you're, no, Richard wasn't silenced. Why would I silence Richard? I like Richard. He's Tupac. He does the Tupac. Tupac, what do you call it? Performance, Tupac performance. No, I like Richard. I haven't touched anything. I don't have any moderators. I haven't touched shit. But yeah, it's funny how people will defend drugs and alcohol and like weed and they'll defend fucking everything. But when you're sober, like you tell your kids, keep in mind, I am on caffeine. That's true, but not right now. I haven't had caffeine since this morning. I drink coffee like you guys drink. I drink espresso in the morning. I don't drink Starbucks really anymore. I will drink it like when I was at fire camp simply because I was at fire camp. But anyway, yeah, it's so funny when people, like, as I said, when you're sober, they're like, you're sober. How do you have fun? I have a lot more fun. Look at the shit I do sober. Look what I do sober. If I was high, I'd be on fucking octane doing that shit all over the country. But yeah, they say caffeine's a drug, but I look at caffeine like a natural substance, kind of. But yeah, people have coffee. You drink soda. I don't really drink soda. I do drink diet soda when I go out. But yeah, if you want to say I'm a caffeine addict and you want to equate that with my drug addiction, then go ahead. If that's what you got. I mean, if that's what you fucking got. If that's all you got, I don't go out and drink wine all day long. I don't do shit like that. But shrooms are natural. Yeah. Yeah, caffeine's a drug, sugar's a drug, abso-fucking-lutely. But yeah, I drink water too. I mean, technically everything is a drug. I try to drink organic. I try to do shit like that. But yeah, if that's how you want to blast me on here just to fucking one up it and stick your thumb in my eye, go for it. Like if that's what you want to do. Huh. Mm. See, when they say alcoholism runs in your family, again, I was adopted. So the alcoholism part of that was other people's gene pool, meaning my adopted family. And I married it and married into a drug addicted family. And then the kids had problems with the drugs and all of that shit. So it's interesting because it's an ancestral, energetic family thing. Thank you for that. So thank you for the super chat. It's a what do you call it? Ancestral family patterning, not necessarily on blood. It can be. No, I haven't tried the mushroom coffee. I just met a girl at fire camp that has a mushroom farm. So I'm going to track her down for the mushroom coffee. But yeah, also grew up with drunks. Yeah, drunks. I had no religion around me, thank God, because I can't listen to people and they're religious. I immediately smell bullshit on anything that makes you go to church with some dude telling you what to do. Who the fuck are you? Who are you? To quote the Who? Who are you? Who the fuck are you? Like, who are they? Who the fuck are you? I didn't need you to tell me where God was. I didn't need you to tell me that. I fucking know. Anyway, yeah, I hear it. So it's so stupid. Anyway, but yeah, Kate Middleton, is there a reason why you wear blue sunglasses? A, I like the color blue, and B, my head is little, so I like to have volume across the top of my head because I keep my hair short. It's like a bow, but it's sunglasses. So it is an accessory. I also like wearing a lot of eye makeup, love lipstick, love wearing my retainers, like wearing a fucking lot of jewelry. Sometimes I like long nails, sometimes I like short nails. It just fucking depends on what I want to do. But anyway, I can't marry a sheep going to church goer. Yeah, I don't care if people go to church, but like my North Node is in fucked up Taurus in the ninth, okay? It's in Taurus in the ninth. Um, I'm really simple in how I dress. Pretty much everything's black, white, and leggings. And it was harder for me to go to fire camp and dress like that because I was like, I don't even know what to do. I'm not really comfortable in like dressing up clothes because I don't feel like they fit me. I prefer kind of ripped, broken clothes. So, that's like maybe an OCD thing. Um, but no, it's true with the sunglasses because I have a thin head and I get sick of people saying my face is skinny and mocking that. So I put the sunglasses on. You can look the fuck up here. Then we don't have to focus on my face. But anyway, yeah, fire camp. Okay, so I said I'd tell you about fire camp. I call it fire camp. It's actually fire and flight. So it's aerial and fire. Okay. So it's both. Anyway, I met Vixen. Her name is Vixen DeVille, aka Cat. But I met Vixen doing burlesque. Okay. So Vixen, she runs, I pencil my eyebrows in. Don't pluck them, y'all. Don't pluck them. But anyway, good job losing 70 pounds. So I went to Fire and Flight last year. I've never been on anything aerial or upside down. I mean, except I don't know what. I was like a figure skater, a distance runner, a hurdler, kind of like that kind of thing, Start tomorrow losing 70 pounds, walk a mile, 20 minutes. But anyway, what the hell was I going to say? So I went to Fire and Flight because Vixen's like, you're going to love it. So I went, right? And last year, and I couldn't get up on the silks. I couldn't get up on a hoop. I mean, I got up on them, but I knew nothing about it. So this past October, for preparing for March, I'm like, I got to start preparing for fire camp, which we set ourselves on fire. Some people eat the fire. Some people do fire breathing. That flips me out because of the butane in the mouth. And then I start to think it's being absorbed under my tongue. Like I go bananas with that, but I don't mind the fire on my body. Okay. Which is weird. So I really enjoy that. I did not last year. It was really fucking funny. Because I walk in and Kat's like, okay, it's time for fire. Where's Sloan? And you can see me. I'm running across. I'm like, I'm going back to aerial. I'm going to climb up on a silk that I would rather not climb up on just to get away from the fire. So I went back this year. The girls were so great. It was so fun. So fun. A shout out to Sid and Bethany. So fun. Anyway, they were there last year and they were just, their performances, everybody's performances were on par. We perform for each other. We do photo shoots because probably most of us have Leo in our chart somewhere. We film ourselves. There were girls way the hell up on the hoops with just G-string on and a little top and 10-inch boots, 20 feet up in the air, doing completely perfect moves while being filmed. That's not me, okay? That's not me. That is fucking not me. But I did get on, I do the basic poses on the hoop. I did get on the hoop and set myself like on fire around me, which was terrifying because the wind was crazy the first day. The first 2 days, it was crazy. The last day, it was hot as shit. But the first 2 days, it was like, oh my God. So I did that. Mm, here's what happened. Here's what happened. So at the end of everything, so I performed. I don't really have a specialty. So I thought, as a former stripper, I'll strip while dancing with fire fans, which is pretty fucking funny. So I put on like a leopard dress, and which is my normal clothes. It's all I brought, right? So I put on my normal clothes with these little frilly I call them under trunks because I have boys underpants things and a bra and then a thing. And I'm like, all I can do is do the fire fans and then start stripping. And they're like, you're going to strip while using the fire fans. I'm like, sure, why the fuck not? Thank you guys for that. So I'm like, this is ridiculous. So I'm trying to do it. And I got like my shirt down and I'm like, you know what? It's not going to happen. So I was just dancing, and I was dancing to, oh my God, the song is so great. This guy's song is so good, is so great. Bethany, she picked the song for me. And then because I don't like to use the porta potty, I drive the 20 minutes back to the Airbnb so that I can go to the bathroom and fix my makeup and shower, and then I come back. So anyway, Bethany picked the song, and it's I Play with Fire. Let me see who this dude is. I am obsessed with that song. I don't really play with fire, but it was such a good song. Bethany's like, try this one, try this one. I was gonna do that stupid Katy Perry song, but I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do the I Play with Fire. And the guy's name, I like his song there. His name is Sam Tinez, Tinnes. I don't know how to pronounce that. Anyway, so I did that. Yeah, when I get the post back, sure. Yeah, they'll send it to me. If I look good. If I don't look good, I just throw it out, because a lot of things when you're almost 60, like you don't really fucking look good, right? I'm sorry to all the people that do look good. I feel like I don't look good. But anyway, I tried not to set myself on fire, and I did throw the fire fan up and catch it while it was lit, which was crazy because last year I couldn't even move with the fire fans around me. I was like, oh my God, I don't like this. So so I did that. Now, some of the girls Sid did chains, Bethany did silks, Natalie did what did she do? She did hoop, and then Cindy did spiral, and it was fucking fabulous. These girls rock in their performances. I mean, just consummate professionals. I'm a clown when I go anywhere, so I got to be a fucking goofy prankster. But so we were supposed to stay in our clothes. Yes, I did the short nails so I wouldn't catch myself because I set my nails on fire last year. Anyway, so we're supposed to stay in our performance clothes because the last photo shoot is in the water. Hear me clearly. So it's like 11 o'clock at night. We've been rehearsing and doing everything since 9 in the morning. So it's in the water. You're naked in the water, which is perfectly fine because you're hidden in a bathtub in the water naked. And then they set the bathtub on fire around you, however you want to do that, right? So I'm sitting there, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do this. We're waiting for the people taking pictures on the chains on fire. And so I did a backdrop too. Anyway, Amanda's like, you're going to do a backdrop. I was up there and I was like, I'm not going to do a backdrop. She's like, just go back. Keep your legs closed. As I'm falling back, I'm like, I never keep my legs closed. Being a clown. Anyway, I did a backdrop, and then I couldn't remember legs closed or open because some of the falls you have to do forward, you're open, and then whatever. Anyway, so it was pretty funny. So anyway, the last photo shoot is in the bathtub, and I'm like, I'm going to do it this year. I'm going to do it, and they're going to set the whole bathtub water on fire. They put it on the top. So I'm like, I'm going to set the bathtub on fire, right? And so I couldn't think I was more afraid of the cold water than I was of the fire. I'm like, I cannot put my body hit a wall, and I'm like, that's it. I'm going back. I'm going to sleep, and that's it. I'm going to sleep. Could not even think about getting in the bathtub. I was like, can't do it. A drop off the silks. Actually, I was on the training thing for the chains. Anyway, yes, I'm on TikTok. I have like 160,000 people. Any of those other people asking you for a reading is not me. Yeah, I couldn't even bear the cold water. Like I was like, it was freezing outside because it got really cold. And I'm like, I just can't do that. Yes, I am an old lady. That's correct. That's accurate. I don't pretend to be young. I just like to do the shit I want to do. Absolutely. When you're over 50, you're not young. You are old. When you're over 70, you're older. But yeah, you're not young. So, like, what? You think you're going to insult me? I love it. People are like, you're old. I'm like, duh, I'm alive. And if you're as lucky as I am, when you get to my age and you have your brains left for saying something so stupid, what's wrong with being old? You got a problem with it? You got a fucking problem with it? Like you special because you're not? Maybe you'll die before you get old. Maybe you'll die before you get old. Right? Right? Fucktard. Anyway, like, oh, whatever. Yeah, I feel old. My body was like, don't get in the water. Bethany's like, get in the water. I'm like, I can't get in the water. Get in the water. No, I'm not getting in the water. Get in the water. I can't have the water touch me. So I left. And that's what happened. Yeah. So there's that. But anyway, that's what happened. That was fire camp. It was really fun. And I save up all year round. I put a little aside each month for that. And then I jump in once a year. It's like a treat for me to do something fun. Yeah. For hiking. Yeah. Yeah. My old ass is getting ready for hiking too. But Lisa Marie Presley died, didn't she? 66 on the 12th. Yes. Well, technically we're old because most of us don't, God forbid, we live to be 100. I mean, I can't think of anything fucking worse. But people do look at you different. Like, I mean, I noticed when I hit 30, no one ever looked at me after 30, like in LA, because they're all pedophiles here. That's what I'm saying, you know, like no one really ever paid attention or, you know, whatever it is, but probably in Midwestern places. But, you know, my grandma is 94. Cool. That's cool. I mean, yeah, 94. I hope not to be that. I just don't even want to go there. You know, I don't even want to go there. But, yeah, I mean, that's just me personally. I kind of, you know, I don't like that 40 is a great age. Yeah, 40. Most of the women in my birth family died before. My mom was 59, so I'm kind of hoping it'll be the same over here. I'm hoping I can carry on the trend. I'm good. I'm good. I raise my kids. I'm good. Yeah, I don't have this like overwhelming need to be here. My mom is 89 and her sister's 94. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Right? No, I'm not scared of anything. I'm not scared of anything. Uh-uh. I'm not scared of a damn thing anymore. Possibly big spiders. I mean, my mom died 59. Yeah. My mom came in from running and she had a heart attack or an artery exploded or something and she died. Yeah, 105. Oh my God, I bet your grandmother's exhausted. I bet she's exhausted. She's doing all her karma here, so she doesn't have to, no, John doesn't go with me. I go by myself. I do these things in my life by myself because nobody wants to ever go with me in my family. They don't want to. No, but it's kind of like I'm busy all weekend. So he would just be sitting in wherever. So I go myself. And yeah, I did meet my birth mom. That's how come I know when she died. Yeah, I don't like Drake. You know, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I'm scared of dumb people. I'm not even scared of it. There's nothing you can do to me. I mean, I'm scared. You know what? You know, how'd you release fear? My son died. So when my son died, I don't give a shit. That's how I release it. I mean, I was pretty, I had panic and anxiety before, but when Keith died, what is there to be afraid of? What do you think's going to happen to you that's going to top that one? What's going to happen that's going to top that one? Said nobody ever. Said nothing. So, yeah. I don't know if my mom was psychic or not. I didn't really ask. I mean, I knew my mom. Um, I knew my mom briefly. I mean, she came for Jason and Keith's birth and stuff. So I knew her, but I'll tell you the truth. Oh my God, Lisa, you know then you buried two sons. Like John has buried two sons. So like, what are you going to be afraid of? They kill you? Okay. Kill someone else? All right. And so what? Um, yeah, that's exactly right. Too much chat. Oh, I'm sorry, Pat. Maybe you should just go, 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 go. Anyway, I'm the same way. 18-month and can't phase me. Oh, little baby. I'm sorry about that. Yeah. Why were the Idaho four murdered? Isn't it obvious? I mean, I can't. I can't with this world. All night typos. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm not scared of anything. Let's see. My mom was a medium. She passed at 69 to Pisces. Interesting. That's interesting. I know people are stupid on here. I mean, not you guys, but the people that ask the stupid questions. Like, I'm trying to live a life, do readings, and, live a life. So my life is not necessarily all one thing. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say. What can I say? I'll get hungry and then I'll go get something to eat. Yeah, Madeline Soto. If it's not obvious her mother was abusing her, that's like typical. Oh God, I can't. Okay, people, now I'm going to twitch. I started taking vitamin B again. I stopped on my vitamins, but because of this twitch, I'm taking vitamin B. And no, I won't give up caffeine because apparently I'm addicted to caffeine. Although not really, I've really cut back. But anyway, Madeline Soto, for her mother to say the shit she did to the police to begin with, you should know she was involved in it. Whether she has Stockholm Syndrome, the reason she has Stockholm Syndrome, if you want to word it like that, where she had to have this fucking guy's attention, this ugly troll of a piece of shit man, okay, who liked fucking little girls and getting them pregnant because Madeline Soto was pregnant, okay? You do B injections. I did that pregnant with Keithy and Jason. You know, it's funny. When you have energy, people are like, you're on something. No, all the rest of the world is on something. And that's why they're so fucking stupid and lazy and fucked up and say stupid shit. How about that? Anyway, Madeline Soto's mother, what's her name? Jen, fucking stupid, passive aggressive, fucking jealous of her daughter because her man decided to fuck the daughter. The mom participated because that's what the dad wanted in porn, or the stepdad, or whatever he was, the fucking loser that she was dating. That guy wanted to watch the mother incest, okay? So that poor little girl was going to school and all of this. Now, seriously, when the other relatives, they're all smiling in their faces with little Madeline, why didn't one of you motherfuckers say something? I even heard that the stepmother of so the wife married to the father said something, and the daughter told the mom because her allegiance was with her mom because she has one mom. So then the father wasn't allowed visits. If that's the case, I don't understand why you're not going to court to fucking have, like, I'd file a suit. I'd call the police. I don't know what I'd do to cause a problem, but you can be damn sure I'd cause a problem. The mother gave and sold her child. I wouldn't be surprised if the mother didn't kill her during a sex act that they filmed, okay? The father is also in the military, which is very interesting because they're always in the military, okay? They're always in the military. So poor little Madeline lived in a house where there she was with a mother who didn't protect her. Listen, you fucked up bitch mother, you piece of shit, garbage, bitch ass, fucking asshole. I don't care what your pain is. I don't care. I know, I feel it was filmed. That's why the mother participated. They killed the daughter. The mother defended that guy. Like, I'm sorry, what? And the fact that you did that, you will not be forgiven for that. Like, you won't be forgiven for that. You are not forgiven for that, you fucking piece of shit. I can't even. I'm pretty sure Madeline was pregnant. I'm pretty sure the mother needs to be put to sleep. I'm pretty sure that guy needs to be beaten, but the mother was in a trauma bond, which means one of her parents fucked her. Okay? Period. End of conversation. She's a weirdo because she grew up like that. She grew up in a home where they fucked the children in that home. That is her shame. So let's go find the grandparents and find out which one of those bitches fucked that mother up so that she could fuck up the grandkid. Which uncle, which aunt, who did you let in the house? Your brother? Grammy, did you let your brother in there that you know fucked your daughter, then had a kid and let that fucking crazy ass fucking prick do that? That's where it starts. So when we talk about a war on children, what we're really talking about is family members that keep their fucking mouth shut when there's sexual abuse in a home, or they're passive aggressive, or they do shit like that, like I don't know what the hell. And it starts in the home. You don't think Madeline Soto was suicidal. She said she wanted to kill herself. She just turned 13. That to me is an indicator. She's not bipolar. There's nothing fucking wrong with her, even if she becomes a massive heroin addict. It comes from what that guy and her mother did to her, but she ended up dead. Do you know that? She ended up dead, and her fucked up mother, her bitch, I can't even. I'm more mad at the mother, and I'm going to say it again. I expect this from men because I grew up around men, okay? And I grew up around men that sexually abused. So I expect men to do this. Men are always doing this. This is what I expect. Sorry if I'm jaded. I do not expect a female to participate in it. You're a female. You are a female. Hi, Bobby. I know she was a tiny baby girl. The mother needs to be punished worse than the stepdad because she brought him in. She accepted it. She allowed it. I don't care if she's mentally ill with Stockholm Syndrome. Okay? I don't care. She allowed all of that shit to happen. And then her baby girl is dead. So she needs to be, of course he did that to other children. Nobody walks around and just fucking does that to one child. So, and my guess is it was filmed. So, yeah, we all suffer. Doesn't every little girl suffer in childhood? I learned from my children that boys are the real target, though. See, in this world, it's all about fucking over the women. They hate us, whoever the powers are. They don't like us, and they will fuck little boys. And this brings me to another piece of shit mother. And yes, I'm saying it. Okay, so I listened to this thing where Usher's mother is now getting on the P. Diddy bandwagon. So let me back it on up. Usher is 40-something, whatever, however old he is. He played at the Super Bowl as payoff for his fucking sodomy ritual. Like, he takes it up the ass. That's when you see him at the Super Bowl, understand, he takes it up the ass, not because he's gay, but because they're going to sodomize him in order to fuck with him. And then he's going to go out there, and they're going to have it all out there, and they've all got the videos on it. They can all sit and watch him and jerk off, because this is what these fucking assholes do. The Super Bowl is set up. It's crap, okay? It's set up ahead of time. They do that. Anyway, Usher's fucking mother, I can't believe it. She's trying to go after P. Diddy. Lady, you gave your son, you stupid bitch, and I am calling you that, and I'll say it to your face. You gave Usher, thank you, Bobby. You gave Usher at age 10 to P. Diddy because P. Diddy was going to help do what? What man has good motives to take a child in? You can't get these fuckers to raise their own child 9 out of 10 times. And you can't get them to say that they're not babysitting while you're abandoning them at work. This was my experience. I go to work, I'm abandoning my children by leaving them with their father. Whatever. Anyway, so Usher's mother decides P. Diddy, because he's fucking saintly. Oh, he's saintly, and she's getting money for her son's ass, okay? She's pimping her child so that she can live off the money that that little boy gets. Oh, I know what she did. She's got no right to say jack shit against P. Diddy. You know why? She took the cash. She continued to take it till his ship's going down, and she's such a scumbag, she decides to jump ship like a rat and go after fucking P. Diddy when she was fine last year. No, I'm being serious. You don't give a 10-year-old to a goddamn P. Diddy. What is a P. Diddy? Who is that guy? I'm going to take your 10-year-old to live with. Ladies, anytime a man says he's going to help your child, fucking run, okay? Because notoriously, just statistically, men are not watching other people's children. Now, gay men in daycares and stuff, they may have the feminine mindset, but straight men and men in general, they're not going, hey, neighbor lady, unless there's an agenda preconceived in their mindset. So Usher's mommy is like R. Kelly, a fucking pimp. There ain't no difference. R. Kelly was an elite industry pimp. And I hate the word elite because they are not better than you. They have told you they're better than you. They are nobody. You go to the Super Bowl and you go, oh my God, my team's going to win. Your team's not going to win. Those people are hostage and slaves. They don't get their money. They get some of their money and they appear to live a lavish lifestyle. Let me jump ships again. We have Steve Bing, who I had a client that used to fuck him for money in Europe. I'm not going to say which client, that might give him away. But anyway, Steve Bing did not jump off that hotel because with his billions, he was so fucking sad. And it's mental illness. They got you thinking mental illness. Here's an end to mental illness. 9 out of 10 people are not born with mental illness. They are traumatized in childhood. Probably from your uncle, your father, the grandfather that fucked you, that you think you're going to make amends with your child as a target. Not going to happen. Or even fucking women in the family. I went to school with a kid when I was a little kid who grew up, he was in a band, and he told me his aunt used to fuck him. And I'm like, I remember going to him, is that your mother's sister? And he's like, yeah, he was 17 at the time. I said, I don't think that that's like a good thing. But it was normal. This is a normal conversation. In first grade, I had a friend female friend, who everybody made fun of her because her father's and brother fucked her. I told the teachers. But nothing was ever done. She went through school. God knows what her mind's like. Is it mental illness or is it trauma-based response to a trauma? So you have a normal response to some fucking adult abusing you. These people are traffickers. These people are evil, including the royal family, including, I know her name, I'm not going to say PTSD. That's not a mental illness. That's brought on by trauma. The Vietnam vets are not mentally ill. They witnessed trauma. So once you understand that and you clear it, no, it's true. I don't know how people don't think this shit's true. Don't leave your kids with other fucking people because they will rape your kids. This is what everybody's trying to do. Men that go, oh, I'll take your kid's single mother and babysit them. Never fall for that. Don't fall for that shit. Now they're bringing their girlfriends in on it, aka Madeline Soto. Even worse, Usher's mother. Even worse, 10-year-old Usher. He is both a victim and a perpetrator. Okay, but he's a perpetrator because he wanted money, power, and fame. And they gave him cookies and put him on the Super Bowl. Stop watching these people when you know what's behind it. Stop fucking watching it. Bipolar's a response. Until you get sober and deal with your trauma, you have to fix your trauma. Okay, I know people don't fucking want to do that. Complex post-traumatic stress disorder. So probably people that have been held hostage, trafficked as children. I knew a kid, I'm not going to say her name out here because she's completely out of that lifestyle, but she went to school, the same school that my kids went to in Burbank. Oh, it's such a good neighborhood. No, it's not. It happens everywhere. Anyway, she went to Burbank High. My kids went to Burbank High till I pulled them out of there. Anyway, she went to Burbank High. She got a boyfriend in Burbank High. So the boyfriend, he's all in school there and he's all talking to her nice. And obviously she needed a boyfriend or she didn't feel like she could get a man or whatever the fuck the little girl thought. 13, 14. Her mom came to me because she was trafficked out of Burbank High School. That's factual. Her pimp, her boyfriend, sent her to her fucking pimp, okay? Got her hooked on drugs, and guess what? That's what happens. That's what happens. It's all and only about the trafficking of human beings, whether it be for sex, whether it be for body parts, whether it be for domestic slavery, whether it be for family breeding farms. That is all this world is. Understand it. Nobody cares about you or your family, not Children's Aid. That's what it was in Canada. Not your people, who are those people in the government? They do not care. They are all trafficking. No, understand it. Go with open eyes. Hotels, they're not designed for your comfort. They're the Handmaid's Tale. Yes. Handmaid's Tale. They are not designed, hotels, they're designed to traffic people in and out that look like families. They all have tunnels underneath. Playboy Mansion. Playboy Mansion was put out there so that stupid ass men could look at stupid girls. Oh, it's classy. Oh, look, I don't even have a paper. Here's a paper. Oh, look, it's Playboy. It's classy. Is it? You're still fucking peddling tits and pussy, you idiots, and ass. Now, you can say it's packaged like over here or packaged like over here. It's the same fucking thing. I don't care how you wrap your heroin up. Whether your heroin comes to you in an SUV with a man in a suit called a bodyguard with a gun and he drops your fucking drugs off in your house, or you go down the street and you find the hood rat selling the heroin on the corner. It's the same thing. Okay, so they set up this whole fucking thing to indoctrinate people into thinking it wasn't what it was. And by the way, my goal in life was to be in Playboy, okay? My goal in life was to do that. Like, that's all I thought, is because they make money, people find them beautiful. So, and it is tastefully photographed. However, what is behind it? Now, Hugh Hefner donated a lot of money to Children of the Night. He donated a lot of money to sex trafficked kids. Their good deeds outweigh their bad. I'm pretty sure they trafficked people in there, trafficked people out of there, trafficked this, that, and the other. Hugh Hefner was not a good person. At the end of his life, he was a drug addict, a hoarder, gay, straight, bestiality. He did all of those things. Because once you open that doorway, you're going down that path. And everybody thought he was so cool running around in pajamas. What kind of a fucking idiot are you? Put a pair of pants on, you motherfucker. Take the smoking jacket off. You look stupid. Like, you look fucking retarded. Stop. Like, stop. So, I mean, I knew people in Playboy a lot. I have a lot of friends that were in it. But it's just very odd. He was a CIA operative designed for blackmail. Okay, so understand. No, I mean, take that fucking smoking jacket off, you fucking weirdo. Like, oh, he's Hugh Hefner, so let's overlook the fact that he has to watch gay porn while fucking a bunch of girls with whatever toys he has. He has to take Viagra. Okay, let's just overlook that. He marries 3 at a time, or he fucks sisters. He fucks twins. They are sisters. No. Dude, no. No. Just fucking no. And she had to change her name. Yeah, exactly. The 3 ways, the this, the that, just because they think they're going to get something. Just because, and I went to Penthouse is where I went. And then they wanted me to tan. And I couldn't, for 6 weeks, commit to the schedule. So you know me, I was out of there. My friend did it. I bailed. I got accepted and I bailed. So I don't want anything that bad where I have to stay confined in an area hotel, by a pool. No, I need to be out driving around doing stupid shit. That's what I need to do. So anyway, Hugh Hefner slept with animals by his own verbal words. He also raped women or brought drug-addicted Linda Lovelace into the wherever the fuck the mansion, wherever that was, okay? He wasn't anything to admire. He was a piece of shit. Piece of shit. Helped to bring in pedophilia. He had to be 100 dating young girls. What is that about? He was a deviant. What is that about? Like, I'm sorry, you have a whole society of men, including the one I married, because I got a 20 and a half year age difference. Why do we find that acceptable? I know the childhood I came from. I understand my mindset at age 20. I understand that I was not healed. I know that. But what is with these fucking men going that much younger? Like, dude, can you not have a conversation with a woman your own age? Do you not know how to do it? Can you not like date somebody your own age? Like for fucking real? Or do you want to control the young girls with money and power? And he put them on a, sorry, I was just checking if the volume. He put them on a, yeah, he fucked animals. I know. He put them on a, what do you call it? Allowance. You got so much money, buddy. They're there for the money. Give them the money. But see, it's a quick pro quo. Ladies, always make your own money. Always make your no, I was 20 when I got married. I mean, when I got with my husband back then. But even though I was a stripper in the sex industry, I did not have, I thought I would be, how do I want to word that? My fault, I made the choice, but I was unaware of what I was signing up for. I did not know what I was going to sign up for. And it's interesting because they only got 1,000 per week. Who can't? I mean, I'm sorry. You can go out and do like suck dick for 1,000 a week and go home at night and not have to stay with that fucking ugly, stupid man. 10 p.m. curfew. Okay, I'm not in the mansion. I might not make it home. I might have a class till 9:30 at night. Usher's mother said that she didn't say sold. I let P. Diddy watch Usher when he was 10. What do you call that? If not pimping out your child. What do you think fucking P. Diddy was up to? I'm just asking. Like, he's P. Diddy. He's fucking P. Diddy. Puff Daddy. I'm fucking cool. I'm going to fuck your son because he's 10. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm doing. And now they're going after him. All of these politicians knew dead on what he was doing because he supplied for them. They take video, they film. This is the problem with Justin Bieber. Okay, Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber, like, I'm going to say this again until I know they're demons. Demons do that. You can't. Okay, I know no one's going to listen to me and they're going to think I'm crazy. Whatever. Here's what happens. Once you open yourself up, and I'll use the word to extremely sinful behavior because we do sinful behavior. I swear all day long. I may cut someone off on the freeway. I might go like this to them. When some bitch ass cuts me off, I'm like, fuck you. John's always telling me, watch it. You might get shot because it's LA. And we fucking know they pull out pistols for everything. Anyway, so, oh God, sorry. When you do drugs, you breach Lindsay Lohan, do drugs, do alcohol, do weed, do whatever out of your body, that allows your energy field, which is like your front door with a lock on it, with cameras, with a barbed wire fence, it allows it to be chipped away at a piece at a time. So the more addicted you become, the easier it is for entities, energies, beings, non-human dimensional creatures, whatever the fuck you want to call them, to attach themselves to your etheric body. So let's say you're a good person. So you're a good person. But let's say you drink every day. Do you drink every day, or does the bitch controlling you from outside of the physical want you to drink because then you lower yourself? So look what's happened. So like, let's say you're a man, because all these closet cases out there, they're all in bars drinking. They're all gay. Anyway, sorry, I will stop. They spend their days in bars with other men all fucking day long while their wives stay at home, and they do that shit, right? So they want their dick sucked. So they're like, I'll just get this guy to suck my dick because, I need my dick sucked, but I'm not gay. All right. Anyway, all of that aside. So once the person who's drinking, okay, and letting his guard down or her guard down and doing something like that, whatever it is, okay, crossing a boundary. Remember, when they're outside of the physical, they want you to cross a boundary that makes you carry shame and guilt. Gay at the strip clubs, big fucking time. They're all almost said a derogatory word. Absolutely, they're gay in the strip clubs. The women are there as a joke for the men that have sex addiction so they can go suck other guys' dicks or fuck them up the ass. Sorry, totally jaded up here. My life experience in the strip clubs, completely jaded. I'm jaded. I have no belief in anybody. I'm sorry, I just don't. The shit that I saw, okay? No, I'm serious. I saw it. I grew up in it. I was 14. I couldn't figure it out. Then I figured it out. I only let him suck it for a few minutes, but I'm not gay. Exactly. Oh, God. Yes, you are. Or at the very least, you have a sex addiction and you don't care who does what, which means you got to heal yourself, dude. You got to heal yourself. Anyway, all of that is, it's the truth. I lived it. I mean, I grew up in it. I was 14 the first time I went on a stage. I saw it. Okay. I saw all kinds of shit. I saw that. I mean, there's some guys that aren't gay, but they're not hanging out there. They like watching guys watch girls who watch guys who bring in guys who go home to their wives after they go there, spend their family money, fucking drink and do cocaine and act like they're fucking normal. You're not normal. Why do we hold men to such a low standard? I am so jaded. Jaded. Yes, I ran away from home 2 months after I turned 14. That is what I did. Yes, that is what I did. It happened. That's the thing that happened. Sorry, true story. Anyway, problem is, let's say, drop your, oh, dang, go on here. Yes, Bobby. Bobby is a PI. Bobby has seen shit. I'm going to just say one thing, Bobby, you can chime in. I'm not saying who. Anyway, one of her clients hired her to find out what the man was up to. The man was up to the animals. The man was up to the animals. The men are up to the animals. The men are up to other men. The men are up to like prostitutes like crazy day in, day out, like they're eating fucking Oreos. What? Like that's what these men are up to. And it's compulsive sexual behavior because they were diddled as kids. Let's go to the beginning of it. They wouldn't be doing that unless someone touched them, but they'll tell you. And ladies, be very careful. If you are a stripper, I'm saying this to my fellow strippers, sex worker, dick sucker, whatever, baseball coach dads, exactly. If you are one of those, society will say that you're the whore, you're the bitch, you're the this, because, I mean, that's what I was called just incessantly. But ask yourself straight up, where did you learn that from as a child after you ran away and you end up doing that? Which one of your relatives decided to touch you to make it okay to break your boundaries? Because nobody in your family protected you, which is why you ran away to begin with. To begin with. Okay, so what we should do is go to every single one of those men in the strip club and ask them if they're fucking their little girls or their sons. Because a lot of them are screwing their sons and kicking their sons out. I have many a friend that was on the street because their sons are gay, but the stepdaddy is fucking the sons and then kicking him out because he's gay, because the stepdaddy can't look at himself in the mirror because he's so full of shame. That's why he does drugs and alcohol. Deal with your shit. Deal with your shit. Seriously, okay? Deal with your shit. Anyway, I go nuts. And then I'm around family members. They're like, that doesn't really. Yes, it does. Oh, no, I was raised in a good. No, you weren't. You would not be an addict if you had an adequate childhood that sufficed you and taught you. The reason you're an addict, drug or alcoholic, is because you do not deal with your trauma. Okay, and that's the truth. Deal with your trauma, then you'll be able to be sober, and then they will not be able to manipulate you into spending your life with complete and utter hatred for yourself because of what you're doing. Let's say you're not like hanging out sucking dick in the bathroom or screwing some girl in the whatever, wherever, whatever it is you're doing. Let's say you're just a dumb alcoholic who goes into the bar and it's your wife's birthday. So you decide to get high, go home and yell at her. Let's say someone's in pain in your house, but you don't make it home because you're too drunk, you have to pull over and sleep. Let's say any number of things because of your fucking, yeah, we have to stop making excuses for hurting people, hurt people. It is your responsibility over the age of 20 to heal and get help, to apologize and make amends for what you've done, period, as a human being. End of conversation. End of conversation. Okay. End of conversation. You are doing nothing but causing problems because you refuse to deal with yourself. And that's the reality of addiction. People don't want to say it. They want to go boo-hoo, poor addict. I feel sorry for people that are addicted because it's hard enough to give up coffee, to give up sugar, to give up hair gel, whatever. Okay. These things are impossible to do that. But the fact is, at a certain point, you are responsible for your own actions and nothing. Yeah, see, that's ridiculous. Nothing you do in your life justifies you taking your addiction home to your family and doing that shit. But more importantly, on a spiritual level or on a soul level, the issue is, let's say you're doing whatever, you're doing a line of Coke here and there like all the models did, you're doing all that shit. So you can be fake skinny because nobody's that, yeah, hair gel. Nobody's that skinny, okay, first of all, right? But let's say you're doing that. So you're doing that shit and then you're feeling shame with yourself. You take that shame everywhere. And in the vibration and frequency of shame and guilt, sadness and depression, which shame and guilt bring, it's the very lower vibration. Those lower vibrations allow frequency into your body, etheric spirit body, which lives outside of the physical, actually. Oh my God. Yeah, no one ever fucking does anything. No one ever does anything. I must have spoken out, my mouth. No one cares. Yeah, I do use it. Yeah, it's called mousse or whatever they put in your hair gel, mousse, that shit. But all right, here's the thing. Once you open yourself up, then you continue to behave out of shame and guilt, aka Usher at the Super Bowl. Like, dude, you're in a planned Super Bowl that's fixed for everything, okay? Like, they know who's going to win. Taylor Swift is a plant. Okay, she's a plant. She's a setup. You're all set up. That's it. You're all set up. It's set up for that. And that's a problem. J-Lo doesn't have the power to be a dark witch. J-Lo, and I will tell you, okay, John told me this in the 90s, and I didn't believe him, which means I wasn't as jaded, but now I'm completely jaded. But when P. Diddy got out of that shooting in that club in New York when he was dating J-Lo, John said, and I quote him, because she can't sing. She can't sing. She can't act. So how did she get there? She got there because she said P. Diddy didn't fucking murder somebody. That's how she got there. And we look at her. Who is she? Like, why do I have to see your dumbass, fucking stupid Jenny from the block? You're from the block like I'm from Mars, okay? I mean, I could be from Mars, but what block are you from? What block are you from, Miss Fur Coat wearing fucking Prada pouncing bitch? Which block are you from? Were you from the block like everybody, like normal middle America, other than these idiots? Were you from that block? What block, Jenny from the block? Like, what the fuck are you even talking about? Jenny from the block hid what P. Diddy did so someone else would take the fall. That's what happened. That's what happened. Okay, so she got paid back. That's why her life and her tour is canceled now, because 2024 is the year of fuck you. You got caught. Fuck you, you got caught. Okay, now going to Justin Bieber. I went on another rant because I'm insane today. Justin Bieber then gets the sodomy ritual from Usher and Diddy. He's 14, he's 15. Where are his parents? Oh, these men are going to make your son famous. He's a little white boy from Canada. They don't even like his ass, okay? They like his ass, but they don't even like him. He's whitey. He's whitey. They don't like him. But he's pliable, and the family has said, go ahead and mentor him. Another word for that is mentoring. Now, Justin Bieber, and I'm going to say it again for those that didn't hear me last time, Justin Bieber, and I forget what year it was, okay? I think it was before Keith died. So before 2020. Justin Bieber, I can only equate it with that. Justin Bieber said to the people on TMZ that tracked him down, Justin, why are you quitting your tour? Why are you not going to sing anymore? And he turned around with a look in his eyes and he said, because you know why. Because you know why. I.e., child trafficking, adrenochrome, all of those things. Then he got scooped right into the fake land of the Hillsong Church, okay? So first of all, ask yourself, why these fucking, the Pope, the church, the Catholics, fucking Scientology, cult from hell. Where the hell is David Miscarriage's wife? Where is that woman? Oh, what? She just left? No, she's dead. And what the fuck? Why are they tax exempt? And then they're coming after the average person, taking their shit, taking their cars. Why is a church tax exempt? Why is a church tax exempt? Because why? Because a bunch of men, and I'm going to say it to the Catholic Church, in fucking robes, they're wearing skirts. They're wearing skirts called robes to make you think that they're part of the royalty. They're garbage. There's some good ones. I have a friend that's a nun. She's very good. But aside from the very few that have it in their heart, why is it tax exempt? And what the hell has Scientology got to do with any form of religion other than do as thou wilt, okay, in the Baphomet religion? So Scientology got that going for them. But like, I guess the Church of Satan gets a tax write-off too. I mean, they should, considering Scientology does. I mean, like, what is that about? Like, what? Why do you, what? Why? Because you're, what? No. Mormonism, Cuckooville. Sorry. I mean, I can't. Anyway, this is just my opinion, by the way. But when you're, yeah, I think Hillary is dead. One can fucking hope. Anyway, when you're looking at it, ask yourself why you need these people telling you about religion. Now they're going to shove Easter down our throat. Fuck you and fuck your Easter, because you people know there's a double entendre meaning to that. And they put, and Jehovah's Witness. The only thing I like about Jehovah's Witness was what Prince said. And I thought that he was giving a piece of information. Prince said, and I'm assuming it's from being raised Jehovah's Witness, that they don't celebrate birthday because it ties you to the smallness of that year. And it ties you to the fact that you're only that age when you're infinite. And I like that explanation. I'm still sniffing. Yes, Cat Williams did not get where he was by not being one of them. It's called controlled opposition. Candace Owens now, she's like Macron in France. His wife is a transgender. Now she's on this because you know why? They have to come in and target anybody earning a living, telling the truth or doing whatever. They cannot handle lay people like me, like you on the internet doing shit, okay? Doing shit. They want to take your income, your credit, your everything. So now they got to put the controlled opposition out there. Okay, they're controlled. You are not getting that kind of airtime unless you are controlled. Oh God, okay. So anyway, yeah, Puffy's the first one. It's going to go down like this, in my opinion. Puffy, okay, P. Diddy, fucking Puff Daddy, his dead baby mama told me that. And Kim Porter. I had no interest in doing that video. Y'all said do the video. I did the video. That's what I was told by her. We've got Mr. Russell Simmons out of the country laying low. Low, Russell Simmons. I'm low. Mr. Simmons, low. Bieber, as I said, he got scooped up by Hillsong Church. Now I'm going to tell you another thing, okay? Another thing. So Bieber marries into the wackadoodle crazy, I'm a religious Christian, because that's to mock Christians, okay? To mockery. Because you're allowed to mock Christians every which way, but you can't mock Buddhists, you can't mock Muslims, you can't mock anyone but Christians. So going along those lines of thinking, Billy Baldwin is like, I'm Christian and I'm religious. You're a cult and you're a strange-o, number one. Number two, you want us to pray for Bieber and Haley, your daughter. So, okay. But see, people didn't do it. And now I'm hearing of a pastor, preacher, whoever, is asking people to pray for Justin and Haley because it's hard to be in the public. Shut the fuck up. First off, you're born in those families. Secondly, you asked for it. And thirdly, don't group pray for these people, because right now what they're trying to do, because they can't do it anymore, is they're trying to harness our energy by focusing on them. That's what's happening. They cannot stand behind our energy. And I would like you all to look up Hailey Bieber, the two youngest Kardashians, the other ones, I don't know who the others are, whoever they are. I want you guys to look these people up and look at them before their plastic surgery. 90% of you are more attractive. They're trying to trick you. They have nose jobs by the time they're 10, 11, 12, 15. They're trying to fucking trick you, okay? Justin Bieber can't look at himself in the mirror. He knows what he did with the piece of shit all over his record. He knows what he's singing. It's both a mockery and a fuck you. Now, here's the other fuck you. Dylan Mulvaney. Dude, stop being, as a woman, stop. Just stop. Until women start standing up for themselves and saying, you fucking people who are men with big dicks and 6 feet tall and size 12 feet cannot come in our God blessed locker rooms or play sports against us, okay? Shut up. You're born a guy. You are born a man. You have all of that shit out there. Oh, God. Dylan Mulvaney is now, I know, he's now fucking with women. He's fucking with women, okay? Like, he's going to go out there. And I'm sorry, Lady Gaga, why on National Women's Day? First of all, okay? First of all, we don't need the government telling us, oh, it's National Women's Day. It's National Sun's Day. It's National blah, 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 blah. Oh, why? Because you're my daddy and you need to tell me on the calendar what I need to celebrate? Why? Why do you need to tell me that? I celebrate my women friends and my family that I like every fucking day. My granddaughters, my daughter-in-laws. I celebrate them every day. Every day. I celebrate them. I don't need something on a calendar by a government full of clowns telling me that I need to celebrate President's Day or this day or la 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 la. Mulvaney needs to stop mocking women. Women, stand up against this guy. Get some fucking action going against this guy. Just really, seriously. Lady Gaga, stop doing National Women's Day with this guy because you're mocking. You're a mockery. You're mocking us. You're mocking us. Stop. Stop. Just stop. What are my thoughts on Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate? Those are the brothers. I always figured, well, they did lock him up, but I don't really care for his spiel as a dude. He's another one. I'm assuming he's gay because he hangs out all around those gym rats. So I'm assuming, that's why he's in there. But hey, what do I know? I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming he uses his girlfriends, like they said, to do stuff. So anytime a man lives off a woman, I'm not liking it. So I do think he's gay, though. I do think he's gay. That's it. He mocks women and Gaga can go. Yes, he does mock women. Why is that guy on National Women's Day? I agree. Shut the fuck up. No one cares what you agree. No one cares. No one. Say it with me. Repeat with me. LeBron James sellout. Repeat it with me. No one cares. Just think of that little bubble bouncing on the sentence. No one cares. No one cares about you. No one cares about your family. No one gives a shit about you. They're trying to make you think that they do care. They do not care. Okay? The government does not care about you. Stop listening to them. And I can tell you no one cares because if you're drop dead on the ground of a stroke, there'll be very few people that fucking step up to help you. Very few. So, and if you have something happen in your family, very few people are going to rush to take care of you. Period. Okay? Period. I've never been treated so shitty after my son died in my family. I can't recall anything like that. I pretend to get over it, but I can't recall actually having the conversations I had and the shit said to me when my son was dead and not being taken care of and not being asked if I was okay and none of that where I just had to put my fucking fist up and punch back. I have never experienced that, and that was family. So no one cares. Don't get it confused. Lady Gaga does not give a shit about you. Dylan Mulvaney does not care. Okay? Does not care. Does not care. Everybody deserves better. Everybody deserves better, but you're not going to get it on this planet. So take it as a woman and stop them. And I have a real problem. So it could be me, I'm Generation X and I'm old and this and that, whatever. But I'm not a cisgender. I'm a fucking woman. There's 3 of me in my head. I'm not going to call myself a cis, or if you're trans, that's your business. I'm a woman, period. I was born that way. I am that way. I'm not making up other names to accommodate the younger generation because they want to be politically insane. I am not doing it. So call me politically incorrect. Call me a fucking asshole. Do that all over. Do whatever you gotta fucking do. But I'm not cisgender. I am strictly a woman, period. End of conversation. I don't need to qualify it. I don't need to quantify it. I don't need to fucking do anything about it. I'm strictly a chick, period, without a dick, I might add. So, like, seriously. Yes, Dylan Mulvaney says he's trans, but so does Caitlyn Jenner. And Caitlyn Jenner literally has his private areas. And what's that about? What is that about? What is Caitlyn Jenner about? Seriously. You know why they're jealous of us? Because we can procreate. They don't want us to procreate. Have your kids have as many kids as they can. They do not want the procreation of this species moving on. I don't have a pronoun. I'm not going to use your pronoun. If you tell me to call you them, I'm going to think that you really do have something wrong with your thinking. I know, they got to be mocking. I'm a them, they. No, you're not. You're one person. Them is plural, you idiot. I can't. I can't. And I'm going to bring it up again. If you're a doctor, you're a doctor. You're a doctor over here. You're a doctor here. If you're an astrologer, you're an astrologer. Just because they put the word astrologist in some dictionary in the 90s does not make it a word. You're a fucking astrologer. You're not an astrologist. Hi, I'm an astrologist. Shut the fuck up. That tells me you don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know. It's not, I don't care what Facebook says. That is a made up word. Like a doctor. Do you call a female doctor a doctorist? A denturist? Or is it dentist Samantha or dentist Sam? Dr. Sam or Dr. Samantha? It's astrologer. Been doing it 40 years. It's fucking astrologer, okay? The other words that they make up to fuck with people, yes, they hate us because we procreate. That's why they hate us. We can create life through a portal that they cannot access because they are not centered in the Christ consciousness, and that's just factual. So you want to say I'm crazy, you want to say I'm this, I'm that. They cannot do that. Period. Okay, somebody was quoting me on TikTok saying what I said about Richard Garcia. I'm going to repeat it again. I hate my words not being said correctly. Here is what I said. I said Richard Garcia is having a breakdown from MK Ultra. He is born into a family like that. That is why he's there. They expected to groom him, and something happened where he didn't fall for it fully. He is still controlled opposition, and they have put him out there to do so. So anytime you get a government person out there or any of these people, just tell them, fuck you, no. Fuck you, no. MK Ultra, monarch mind control, the fracturing and compartmentalizing of the brain on children generationally through families, through the use of physical torture, emotional torture, and sodomy ritual. Basically, sodomizing. So, bringing pleasure and pain so that the child is fractured before the age of 4 in a particular group of families. Okay. Yeah, of course, if he was raped, then that's why he's one of them. This is what they do. This is what they do because they think money's so important. Isn't it just that Ben Bernanke, whatever, that guy? Isn't that fucking guy the guy that's telling you if the stocks are who the fuck is he? Who are you, dude? And all of these rich dudes, like whoever, I can't think of their names, sorry. I just throw them out of my head. And they're like, I'm not going to give any money to my kids. Never. Okay, that's because you don't have it to give. You have the pretense of having it. You don't really have it. Yeah, I'll consider philanthropy. Exactly. Exactly. Oh my gosh, y'all. I don't think Dolly Parton is. She appears to be, but do I know her? I don't know her. Oh, yeah, multiple sclerosis. Here's another word for that. I eat flesh of the human. I have multiple sclerosis all of a sudden. I have this because I partake in human flesh. Not me, them. Well, probably all of us. They slip it into all our foods. That's what you're, what's his name? Billy the sweater wearer, Billy Gates, his Beyond Burger, whatever crap. That's what that is. But that's why they're getting it, in my opinion. So when I see, not everybody, there's a certain portion of the population that's going to get disease anyway, but there's so many actresses coming down with it that it's like, what are you eating for dinner? What are you fucking eating? What are you eating? I don't know much about Ricky Schroeder. Yeah, quiet on the set. Oh, Amanda Baines. I don't even know what to say. As for that Brian guy that they're all saying was a sexual abuser, Brian, somebody come up with his name. They're talking about how everybody knew that. I think I spoke out about that guy 10 years ago, and I can't think of his last name. Brian Peck. Charlie Sheen hired Brian Peck after he got out of jail for pedophilia. Brian Singer I knew about years ago, but Brian Peck. I talked about all of them. Mark Rector Collins, all of them. All of them. I've been saying this. I've been called crazy. I've been called stupid. I've been called blah, 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 blah. Brian Peck was hired by Charlie Sheen. But understand, when you hire these people on a movie set, the directors, the studio, and all of those people agree to it. Why? Because they're all in on it. They are trafficking. Dan Schneider was common knowledge. Dan Schneider, common knowledge. Dan Schneider, common knowledge. Just say it. Nickelodeon, Dan Schneider, common knowledge. Nickelodeon, Dan Schneider, common knowledge. That fat fuck needs to be punched straight in the face, locked up, put away, and fucking annihilated, really. Because, who are you? Look at poor Amanda Baines. Amanda Baines' family, they tried to get a conservatorship over her. What's with you people thinking you can control people, Wendy? I know, Disney hires everybody. If you don't know what Disney is, I know, cisgender is so offensive. They're just fucking assholes. Take your fucking pronouns, take all your shit, mental patients, and keep it to yourself. Yes, I said that out loud. I disagree with it. You're either a guy or a girl. You can be transgender, not talking about that. You can be gay, not talking about that. Talking about all these idiots under the age of 30 going around, I'm of this gender. Shut up. When you die and all the skin comes off your body and they find your bones, you are Cleopatra or you're not. Okay? Even the eunuchs back in Egypt, so they wouldn't fuck Cleopatra, were still identified as men. Got it? Like, there's one of two things your body's gonna do. So just Jesus. Oh my God, I can't. It's not an agreement, it's a fact. There aren't 60 genders. You can say whatever you want. There are not 60 different genders. Let's be damn serious. Now, getting back to the royals before I go bananas. Okay, so Kate Middleton, I don't feel very, castration, the neuters, the eunuchs. Yeah, you're either Cleopatra or you're not. Notice how they don't say Cleopatra is cisgender. Why? Why don't you say that, you bunch of bitches out there? They're fucking with us. They're fucking. And Trudeau's a fucking weirdo. So, yeah, unfortunately, these people are we're all on a reincarnation cycle and loop, but these people are on a loop where they keep coming into the families. Like Britney Spears will die one day and she will come back in on that loop because she's been trained that way. And if she responds too quickly, she won't know that she has other choices. So she'll be here again. They keep them. That's why oh my God, Lauren Sanchez. Is that woman, I mean, I'm sorry, but like, what? First of all, here's the definition of pretty. And you can be really pretty with a lot of plastic surgery. Absolutely. Definition of pretty should be shaving your head, male or female, standing there completely naked with no plastic surgery. That's all. Anyway, that's all. And Lauren Sanchez, what is she? Like, that guy has a lot of money, but he picked Lauren Sanchez, which is interesting. It's an interesting choice in a wife. So it's probably a concocted marriage in order for them to amass more wealth because they're like-minded. It has nothing to do with love, though, I don't think. I don't really see it as a love thing. She doesn't strike me as that, but hey. Yeah, Kate Middleton, I find it interesting that King Charles, one of the ugliest people on planet Earth, and I say that on a soul level, King Charles and his weirdo-looking wife, Camilla, Queen Camilla. Hi, I'm Queen Camilla. Smoke another cigarette, you stupid fuck. Anyway, Queen Camilla, I find it so interesting that William, as stupid looking as he is with that, how he looks, can sit there and cheat on his wife with an equally as offensive woman as his dad cheated. It's like, there's family patterning. I'm not going to go for the strong, confident, self-assured, educated woman. I will in marriage, but I will cheat with the petty, what's the word? Petty, covetous, immoral one that's married to someone else so that I can treat her like a defiled bag of chips. I'll go with that one because she's not strong enough to leave her husband. She is married. My wife stands on her own. Princess Diana had her own personality. Princess Kate has her own personality. We can't have that. No, no, no. No strong women out there. You got to bow to your man. And Camilla's like, yeah, I'll be your tampon, baby. You remember that conversation? I heard that and I was like, what? Then when I learned about adrenochrome, I was like, oh, that's why he wants to be a tampon. He wants her blood. He wants her blood. Get it? Yeah, it took me a while. You don't remember that conversation where that fucking king, what's his name? Charles, the weird fucking Scorpio he is, and he's a weird one. King Charles is on there, gets caught on a tape. This is before cell phones, so just a tape, leaving a message about how he'd like to be a tampon inside her. And I was like, you know me, I got Virgo planets in the first. I was like, oh, no, no, no. Then when I heard about adrenochrome, I was like, oh, that makes sense. He wants the blood. It's not about the tampon, just that she's bleeding. You see? Do you see? I couldn't stop laughing. Yeah, I don't get it either, but I'm just saying, I'm not the one that said it. He said it. Yeah, I know. Yeah, he might like fucking Rose, and those kind of women will do anything to keep their men. But here's the thing with King Charles. If your mommy, the queen, okay, your mommy, you pussy ass bitch, if your mommy tells you you got to marry Diana and you do love Camilla because you're with her, then why don't you tell mommy, because you weren't going to be king anyway and you're not going to be there for long, like, and you're a joke. So why don't you just tell mommy, I love this person enough to not defile Princess Diana and put her through fakery and trickery and abuse her and hide behind her and use her. Why don't you do that? I heard about the love child. Why don't you do that? But see, Charles is greedy. So greedy people will always stay for the payoff and then make excuses about why they cheat, making them fucking evil. So I know, right? Oh, my shoulders. Oh, yeah. Okay. What about Oliver Stone? I don't know anything about, I mean, I've watched some of his movies when I used to watch movies. Oh, God, excuse me. Y'all, yeah, William's doing the same. That's an energetic family. So he felt like he had to marry somebody that he didn't love. So then Rose, the ugly duckling of the bunch, she's like, I'm sorry. Come here. I'm just like, what? So ladies, this just proves to you it does not matter what you look like, which I've said all along. It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter one bit what you look like, because men will fuck anything. And if they can do it in a way that they like to defile. So if a woman gives them what they can't get from you, they will do that too, which is clear in this royal family. Yes, I know many women love men they don't love either. I absolutely get that. For money. Yes, got a couple in the family that did that over here. But yeah, that shit happens. Absolutely. But I'm talking about these royal bitches that you and everybody else is supposed to, oh, she's not having a nervous breakdown. She doesn't give two fucks what that guy's doing. That woman's too strong. She may be having emotional problems. I don't think that's the issue. There's something else going on. There's something else going on. I think she's trying to get out of it, and she may be whisked away somewhere and held against her will is what I actually think. I don't think it has anything to do with surgery. No, not illness. She's probably trying to get away from Prince Bucky Teeth William, you know. Anyway, she's probably trying to get, I just reminded myself of Keith when I did that. Oh my God. She's probably trying to get away from that. And they probably stopped her so she couldn't cause a scandal. That's what I think. That's what I think. No, divorce. I think they don't want her to cause a scandal is what I think. So I have no feelings on it either way. I mean, I would assume she's not here, because she's not leaving her kids. She was always with her kids. Like, you know, so I'm assuming she's not here. That's what I'm assuming. So Bieber, getting back to Bieber. Okay, thank you. So getting back to Bieber, I believe he's the next one to go down. He's going to be the buffer for Jay-Z. Okay, because Jay-Z is still needed for some reason. I don't know what. Well, trafficking. But it's Bieber. Then we're going to have, we got Bieber, and then like 50 Cent going to come in there. There's going to be a couple of others, and that's what's going to happen, I feel. That's what I feel. That's what I feel. But I feel Bieber's going to be targeted. Bieber's a little bit of a turncoat. He's participated and is guilty, but he's also a victim and not afraid to speak up. It's probably the Canadian in him. Chris Brown, yes. 50 Cent, Bieber, but Bieber first. I see Bieber before Jay-Z. To me, this means something may happen. This may happen. Like, yeah, he was 12. I'm still going to say, as Justin Bieber, where's his mother? Where's his father? Like, why would you give them to famous people because they're famous? I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Drake's another one. Gotta like them kitties. Gotta like them underage girlies. Got to love the baby girls because we're here to please these old men. Anyway, yeah, something I feel something's going to go on with Bieber. I'm kind of worried about him because he keeps trying to get away, keeps trying to get away, keeps trying to get away. Cardi B, get rid of your husband. Your husband is triggering you and he's a pig. Your husband is a loser man and he can't compete with you because you're too powerful. Cardi B, get away from your husband. Honestly, he's not doing you any good. MC Hammer going to go down too. MC Hammer is a huge drug trafficker. I don't know what Bieber's doing. Is Offset her husband? Yeah, I can't. I did the one video on take off Offset, whatever, clueless. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, Cardi, of course, when a woman earns more money, men have been taught that they're the boss, but they're fucking not because first of all, the woman pushes the human out. So there's that. 50 Cent, I feel he's going to go down too. That's what I feel. Just going to say it. I can feel it. I'm going to try. I say this every week. I still have 5 more chapters to write on my book. I'm working and taking classes and babysitting, and I'm like, yes, 123 years old. Glamour magic. They come back. That's exactly right. If you really saw what they look like, because they keep incarnating back, so they never go to God. They never acknowledge God. Their soul is stepped away, and they keep getting incarcerated on earth. They take on a different form and they shapeshift, but they're 123, really interesting because he's telling you that. So yeah, so there. I don't know when I'm going to do anything. I have no idea. I can't commit to anything. I'm sorry. I'm irresponsible. This was a hobby, not necessarily my job. The readings are my job, but I can only do so many. So you see, I'm in a quandary with that. I'm trying to get a Rumble and a other thing done, but I got to do other things. Remember on TikTok, something I had to send them some paperwork. Anyway, on TikTok, remember, my account has like 160,000 or somewhere point something. All those other people are not me. I do not ask if you need a reading. I do not say, hi, dear. I don't use the word, I don't call people that. I don't call them that. I do not ask you that. I don't do that. I don't go there. I don't do it. Oh, happy St. Patrick's Day, all you Irish people out there. I guess I'm part Irish too. Yeah. Yes, I'll do the eclipse. I will do a video about the eclipse, but I know saying dear sound, I don't even say it right. And I always find that to be really like trailer park level when people go, thank you, dear, and all of this. I find that maybe they grew up in poverty or something because that's not something an educated person who has a little bit of like going out in public calls someone dear, unless it's your grandmother, okay? Like you're 100 years old. So it's just a weird thing to say. Yeah. I don't ask people that at all. I don't ask. Chris Brown's another bad one, another sellout. They're all sellouts. Everybody that we like is a sellout. And by sold out, I'm going to use a different terminology because you can't sell a soul. You can step away from God and that's your free will. But when I use the word sellout, they are agreeable to be jumped into the gang and to participate in evil acts in order to be part of the gang, in order to cheat their way up the line because they can't compete, in order to make a lot of money because they can't compete, okay? And in order to win and have acclimate from you and then to hide behind you and steal what you have. That's what they're doing. If they call you dear, they are scammers. I know, what the fuck is that? I know some behind the scenes things about Mark Wahlberg, so yeah. Oh, God. Excuse me. Sorry, you guys. I get super tired. Now I got to go get some dinner. I need a theme song. Yeah, I know. I need something, but I have to do everything myself. You know that. People are always rude in the comments. It doesn't fucking bother me. Like, I'm just shocked that they think it's okay to say shit like that. Like, maybe, like, you should fucking heal yourself and learn how to say shit. And they defend these people as if these people matter to them. Because, like, when your child dies or you get cancer, sure thing, P. Diddy's going to come to your fucking house and talk to you. I think it's self-explanatory about Eminem, Bruno Mars, any of them. I mean, I think they will show up at your door when your family member has cancer or your child's on a feeding tube or your daddy gets hit by a car. I pretty much know they're going to show up at your fucking door because you idolize them. Oh my God. Taylor Swift is just not Liz, good. Good. Taylor Swift is just I don't know what to say. Yeah, she's probably a clone or part of a test tube. The reason that they pushed surrogacy and test tube babies and egg implantation is so they could do their cloning work in a different way. By making women feel bad that if they couldn't have a baby, okay, if they can't have a baby, that their purpose isn't here and this and that. If you were meant to have a baby, you have a fucking baby. That's it. And then they tell the other group of people to abort their babies because they don't want their babies. So you see how they fuck with your head? And then they do like the Petri dish. So I think Taylor's family probably hosted the idea of a Petri dish baby that probably came from some DNA to Zena LeVay that was similar and implanted into the mother, something along these lines. I'm not really sure, but something like that, right? Yes, infertile because they have changed. And as I told you, I literally grew up with someone whose father was a doctor in an internment camp and kicked out of 3 countries because of his experimentalness with transgender and how he medicated people, including my friend, which I did not know until Keithy was 2.5 and she came to live with us. That's what I know. Tyler Perry is a piece of garbage. You all admire him because he has money. I want you to start looking at people with money and ask them what they did for their money. When you start hearing stories about how they came out of Jenny from the Block, J-Lo, Jenny from the Block, and she crawled out of a gutter eating fucking paper bags because that's all the food she had. And her mother was a blah, 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 whatever. I want you to ask yourself, within reason, is it reasonable to assume that they make $2 billion? Let's be fucking serious here. Because anybody who has done a business on their own understands that that's not the way that works. Even if your business takes off, the government comes and this and that comes, billions of dollars, Tyler Perry, who, by the way, walks around in a dress in half of his shit. Because they love, and I repeat, although I did think the movie White Girls was funny, they love to mock women. So if a guy can get into office and run our country as a health administrator, former naval officer, wearing a wig and some fucking girly shoes, they will do it. If a man can come in as first lady and hide out as a lady, they will do it. If Macron in France can marry that wife of his, who was his teacher, he was 15. I mean, if she can do that, she was born a man, they will fucking mock us. You see, they love doing that. They love it. They are like, they love it. That's all they want. They want us to be progressive, and I'm just not that progressive. I'm not going to use a pronoun. I am a woman. I did get a period. Dylan Mulvaney is an asshole for walking around saying he carries a tampon. You can carry a tampon, dude, all you want, but like, look his history up. He's always a star fucker, that guy. I mean, didn't he learn from Bud Light? Like, they dropped him Bud Light lost a lot of money. So why the hell the TikTok ban for the umpteenth motherfucking time? Please don't listen to the government. Do not listen to your government, local or otherwise. The TikTok ban is a ruse. They're not going to cut it off. They're going to allow an American businessman to buy it so they can monopolize it, because they say they don't want the Chinese on it. But all the shit that you buy on Amazon comes from China's on. So fuck off with that. Oh, good God, right? Oh my God. Anyway, I can't stand this planet. I really can't. I cannot wait to get off it. Like, I'm serious. This has been the worst life experience. I don't remember my other ones. They could have been worse. This is the worst fucking ridiculous, stupid, I'm embarrassed to be alive and be a human being time frame, because I can't. At this point, I'm just like, it's a fucking joke. Like, vote for whom? Shut the fuck up. Super Bowl is fixed. They are slaves run by white men. You talk about black slaves? I'm going to tell you something. Every single one of those athletes, Magic Johnson, all of them are in the slave trade. They are given money, but they are given it so in as much as they do as what their white owners say. And we let that shit happen. And before I close, I have to say this. Oh my God. So I watched this thing on no, I don't think there's anybody good on planet Earth. Very few. Paquito. Certainly not in Hollywood. You're in the club. Why are you so invested in them being good? Why is it up? Why do you care what they are? Because you've been brainwashed to think that they're stars. Look at the Oscars. First of all, let's conceptualize that. The Oscars are a show for themselves, voted on from themselves after they do payola, aka blowjobs, whatever, money, in order to win, in order to put out an agenda, in order to set the tone of everything. So it's not an award, it's a gift of graft. Be serious. It's fine if you want to idolize them, but why do you want to do that? Why don't you try finding somebody in your neighborhood and then being an idol to them, not an idol really, but having them look up to you because of the good things you do. Because we tell our kids all the time, we tell our kids, don't do peer pressure. If I was a kid, I'd be like, fuck you all. Fuck you grown-ups. Y'all a bunch of followers. Y'all a bunch of babies and followers. That's what I would say. I would say that. But here's what I watched. Totally separate subject, y'all. I watched this thing on the indigenous people missing from Arizona, New Mexico, and California, but in particular Arizona. And what I found out is that when one of the tribal women, usually young women, go missing, sometimes men, but when they go missing, they're not required in the state of Arizona to report it on the databases that other states look at. That needs to change. Like, Arizona is a huge trafficking area. Huge trafficking area. Native children go missing from every country in America, in Canada. How do I get a reading? No. I don't answer those questions. I can't stand it. It gives me anxiety. Gives me anxiety when people ask that. I've been doing the work for 40 years. I have to fucking say this out loud. When I open my calendar, I will open my calendar. You have to check back on my website. I'm not doing readings because someone asks or they're begging or they have to have a reading, because you don't have to have a reading. I'm not that important for you to have a fucking reading. So, like, do something else. Until I open my books, in which case you got to check back. I usually announce it, but I actually get anxiety with people asking, because there's an expectation and I can't do it. I can't. It gives me anxiety. So I get anxiety. Terrible anxiety, but terrible. Anyway, this is what about, I don't even know who that is. Arizona doesn't report them. Now, the native kids, young women, nobody cares about them, okay? Nobody cares about them because they are not white. That's the fact. But the reason that nobody really cares about them is our government has said it indigenous. Where do you see the dot? I saw it on, I Googled it. Well, I came across it on YouTube, but I don't even know what it was I was seeing. Okay. Everybody should own a gun. What, you think only the criminals should, only P. Diddy should have a fucking gun? Come on. Come on. Come on. The cops have guns. If you don't have a gun and some fucking lunatic comes in there, you're going to have a conversation with said lunatic on meth? Because I live in a meth neighborhood, or I did. You can't talk to them. We've been home invasion robbery. And I told you that story. They pulled the fucking trigger on Jason's head. Mr. Meth Head Kid pulled the fucking trigger. John, okay, I wasn't there. Oh, okay, long story. I'm digressing again. Anyway, Jason was 21. I was editing. Okay, I was editing. I was in Santa Monica editing a film thing I did. John was in the house watching TV. I had taken the extra phone because we had like an extra cell phone as a phone, not a plug in the wall phone. So Jason, it was 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Lila, Kenna, and Jason parked up in the thank you for that, up in the guest parking. Jason walked down to get his car charger. 2 dudes, they happened to be, no, they weren't twins. One of them was a twin. Anyway, 2 dudes jumped out, okay? One of them with a gun. Jason, because he's strong and was only 21 and had the wherewithal, did this, okay? Held the guy like that. Opened the front door. They wanted to get in the house. Opened the front door and said, Dad, call the cops. They got a gun, or whatever he said. John grabbed a knife, came to the front door, he left his cell phone at work, couldn't find a way to call the cops. One of the guys was running from across the street. John saw that guy coming. So Jason, so this is 10 years ago. John was like almost 68, okay? So John was 68. He head-butted that guy, knocked that guy right out of his shoes. Jason said, he grabbed the gun in front of him and said, the guy said, I'm going to kill you or whatever. And Jason said, you're not going to kill me today. The guy pulled the trigger. Now here's the kicker. The detectives told us after the fact, when Jason had to identify people, that the gun had the wrong bullet in it. That is why it did not go off, or they would have fucking shot him in the head. Okay. Meanwhile, Jason got the gun after the guy tried that out of his hand and ran down the street after him. And I will just say, in the neighborhood that I raised my children, not one of those motherfucking neighbors at 4 o'clock in the afternoon called the police. Not one. But they will worry about it if your dog is off a leash, or if you left your garbage bin out, or la 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 la. But not one of these motherfuckers called the police. And the cop told Jason, no, you can't run after him to shoot him. Jason was so pissed. But anyway, they found the guy, and it was weird because one of them was a twin, and one of the twins said he was the other twin, but the other twin had more of a record, so he was going to jail for life if it was that twin. So I guess he flipped and said, and one guy, no, that has happened. We were home invasion robbery more, and so were other people in the neighborhood. That was one time. We had our house completely robbed with a U-Haul. Yes, one of them was a twin, literally a twin, 6'4" twin. And he used his twin brother's name, but the twin brother had more of a rap sheet. So the twin, I know, Aries with the headbutting. John saved Jason's life, like dead out saved him. Dead out saved him. And here's the weird thing. Keith was on his way home and had pulled into the parking lot from the top. But probably Prince William is gay. I mean, he's with that Rose Hanbury. Anyway, sorry. But Keithy had pulled in and went to park. And I don't know if Keith would have handled it the same. But Dorian had called Keith. So Keith got back in his car and went to pick Dorian up. But anyway, Jason handled it. But that's the neighborhood, okay? So when people go, I get it. I get twin tweakers. That's exactly. They were twin tweakers and their friend. But it was only one twin. One twin was out of town, but he used the out of town twin's name. But that twin had more marks against him, more points, more whatever. Yeah, they're in jail. The one twin's in jail. The other guy didn't do it. He wasn't in town. But yeah, we had to identify them. And I actually was going to go, they did call and ask if I wanted to say something. And I'm like, you're already fucked up. I couldn't. And then they robbed our house while we were out of the cut. Not those two. Other people came with a U-Haul, packed our TVs, wedding rings, coin collection, my bras, underwears, and vibrators. Okay? And they stole chamomile tea. They thought it was weed. They did not take the silver cutlery, which was weird because I'm like, you would get money for that. They stole the couches. They stole the this. They stole the that. We were out of the country. We couldn't get home in time. They asked me if I wanted to speak at that guy's court case. Yeah, 12 vibrators. I can't go through that story again. But anyway, yeah, that's what happened. They did think the tea was weed. It was chamomile tea. I'm like, where'd my fucking tea go? But anyway, yeah. So yeah, they stole all kinds of shit. They stole my bras, my purses, etc. And there were 3 groups of them that were crossing because we couldn't get into town. So our house was completely open. So we got cleaned out. I got them at parties with my girlfriends. That's all. Like at those parties where you buy them. So I had a whole collection. Then John bought me a collection. I had a collection. Anyway, my kids were like, please stop telling the police that. The boys walked down the stairs and I'm like, write that down. Both of them just looked at me like, oh God, not her again. Anyway, it was the funniest fucking thing. It was funny as shit. It wasn't funny. Anyway, I know one of the people who did it, but yeah. Well, who steals them? Crackheads, meth heads, weirdos. Anyway, bring me the dildos, I know. My wedding rings, every single piece of jewelry. That's why anything of value is on my ear. I never take them out. That's it. I don't think it happened. I mean, I knew people that robbed people in Canada when I was a teenager, yes. But Canada by square capita has less people in it. So there's less people living in Canada, so you can't compare it. In other words, Canada from coast to coast, so from Vancouver to Toronto, which is like from LA to New York, we have more land and less people. So we have as many people that's in California in the whole country of Canada. So you can't really compare it. There aren't the same volume of people. John did move the coins. He hid them in the car and they stole the car. They almost stole my car. They stole 2 cars and almost stole a 3rd car. They did good. They got my car halfway out. My car was a new car. I was so upset. But anyway, they stole the Pontiac and they stole another car. Then me and John found the Pontiac because something happened with the transmission. And then the police held us up because they found the car because they were looking for the car. We did not call the police to tell them we found our own car. They thought we stole our own car. So if you ever find your own car in a robbery, make sure you phone the police and tell them we are the owners of the car. Please send a police officer out here so that we can prove it to them so they don't fucking shoot us. Oh my God, Mel Gibson just released a video of what Hillary and Bill doing something. Let's look that up. Someone look that up for me. Is it the pedophilia shit again? Or is it murder? What is it with those two? Rose is a bad friend. Ladies. Yeah. There are women that will take what you have just because you have it. Okay, Arizona. Yes, Pearly. The Arizona video was all about what happened to the missing Indigenous women and how on per capita of missing person on the reservations, it would take like 21 years to even get their names out there and have them looked for. And that the FBI and the police were doing nothing. They don't get the funding. They don't get anything. Completely unacceptable. They are trafficking those women in and out of the country. Obviously, the government's involved. The government is paid off. That is obvious. I don't know who's going to win the next presidency. I think everybody should be, I think as a collective group, we should be looking for smiley face killers. David Geffen. David Geffen, missing boys, Chicago, 1979, 1980s, 1990s. Hey boys, you want to come meet somebody? Oh, them go missing. Why is that? Anyway, Yes, Ryan Garcia is not lying. He's one of them, though. Understand that. So the Arizona kids, they go missing and no one does anything. Okay. Cannibal. Is that what Mel Gibson? Yeah. Well, that's because that's what they do. I mean, I hear people go, "Oh, Sloan, how could you say that? Like, are you eating dinner with fucking Hillary Clinton, you stupid fucks?" I mean, they do that. They put it in our food. Do you know why? Let me just explain it straight out. Here's why they do it. Number one, the reason they do it is they've been compromised spiritually. So just put it that way, compromised. The second reason they do it, if they can get you, misery loves company, if they can get you to do their drugs and tell you it's okay, and if they can get you to drink wine like ladies at lunch and it's okay, and if they can get you to take their pills and it's okay, then why not stick shit in your food when they know it is in our meat? They, Gafen, exactly. They do know what they put in your meat. They say that about McDonald's. So they hide shit all the time. Even Family Guy did a thing about it years ago. Years ago. They know exactly what they're doing. Hillary and Uma Abedin were. Yes, we know. Yeah, we know what they were doing. Hillary and Uma. Again, I'm just going to say this before I end this. Anthony Weiner got caught talking to a little girl on the phone with his 4-year-old while his dick was hard. That is bad enough. But that's in the realm of normal shitty man behavior in politics because the girl was 14 or 15. These men do that. I don't know why his son had to be in the room. Maybe he was just watching the kid sleep and figured the kid wouldn't know. And the kid probably didn't know. So everybody points the finger at him. Oh my God, Anthony Weiner. Anthony Weiner pulls his computer out like this and he says, guess what I got on it? I got a fucking file that says fucking life insurance. Uma, Hillary. So the police come to his house, knock, knock, Anthony Weiner, you fucking pervert. Okay, he's a pervert and he's ugly as fucking sin. Like that guy has a sex, like who's fucking him? But anyway, I mean, why do they have to look like that? Like, what is that? Anyway, the police take Anthony Weiner's computer and he says, I have a file called life insurance. So the police go click, click, what's the password? They open it. Now, that file called life insurance is also on Peter Danglish's computer, busted for pedophilia in Nepal, Canada's humanities minister, friend of Trudeau. It's on every political leader's computer because it's blackmail. And what is on it? Well, let me just tell you this. It's Hillary and Uma doing something to a toddler girl where they scare the shit out of her and they eat the toddler's face and put it on their own face, traumatize her and drink the blood or whatever, frazzle drip, aka the 9 police officers in New York City that watched that video because they got to view it. All of them committed suicide within the next year. All of them. They just were so unhinged by what they saw. They just decided we need to fucking kill ourselves because I'm about to retire in 2 months. Just like the Boeing guy that turned evidence against Boeing. Because now he has a pension. Yes, why not kill yourself? Yes, that's the answer at age 60, 70, 60, 50. Yes, I think I'll just kill myself because that's the answer. They didn't kill themselves. None of them killed themselves. Maybe one. But apparently they needed psychiatric help after seeing Hillary's thing. So, like, was she, I don't know how old the little girl was. We can't do anything. Get used to it. Start talking about it, though. Start talking about it so your self-righteous asshole friends start understanding that when they have Oscar parties and they applaud these fucking people, what these fucking people are, okay? What they fucking are. When Miss Pantsuit Nation sits up there like the clown that she is, I want you to twist the words Pantsuit Nation into G-String Nation. Yes. Okay, anyway, that's just a side quirk of mine. But I literally want you to start talking to your fucking friends about it so they understand it. Do you know that Tom Hanks in the movie Castaways, Keith was just born. I remember watching it in Burbank and there was an earthquake. Anyway, Keith, he was just little. He was sitting on my chest. Little baby Keith. And I found it interesting how he looked in that movie because he reminded me of a very gay man in that movie. Tom Hanks, I'm talking about, when he was all ripped and cut with the beard. I mean, I'm talking body, athletic, okay? And he's out there and he's spearing the fish. And they were so like focused on that. And he was standing there like this, like he'd move his body weird. Tallulah's like, dinner, mother, dinner. Anyway, he would move his body all weird with the thing. Like I just thought he had like a weird gay stance, like on purpose is what I mean. Then he had Wilson, the soccer ball with the bloody handprint, AKA Hillary and Uma. That's a play on that. Now, in the movie, why was he skewering the fish? I want you to go back and look up Albert Fish, serial killer. That's what this motherfucker was doing on a movie that they made you do. They made you do it. Like, you got to go watch him. Let's see. Your ex thinks you're stupid because you didn't. Anyway, that's what happened. So watch that movie. Start telling your neighbors, start telling the normal people who believe in if you treat people like you want to be treated, they'll treat you that way. Yeah, he looked gay on Forrest Gump too. Like stop doing that, you fucking, I don't know if your chicken's human or not. I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. No, that movie was on Castaways. Go look at the ball, the volleyball, soccer ball, whatever it was. Okay, everyone is brainwashed. Yeah, but start shoving it in their face. Start shoving it in their, I love shoving it in their face. Now, getting to the election, I cannot wait to see if Trump wins because I'm going to laugh at every single weirdo in Hollywood as they have a nervous breakdown and leave the country. For that reason and that reason alone, I am hoping he wins. Yes, you heard that come out of my mouth. Not for any political reason because I think they're all clowns. I just want to see Robert De Niro have a nervous breakdown and go bananas in his head so they have to lock him in a straitjacket. That's what I want them to say. That's what I want them to say. Listen, who just said that comment, I look Jewish? Okay, first off, I'm not. But if I did, why do you think it's okay to say shit? What is that, a dig or a compliment? Because I'm actually Viking and Irish, Norwegian. But why do they always say that? Like, why do you say that? Why do you have to try and label me? I think it's obvious what I look like. I think Swedish, Nordic, I think we fucking know what I look like. And so you to put your fucking spin on it, to be a bitch ass and try to insult somebody and it's not a fucking insult, shut the fuck up. Should be ashamed of. I look Canadian. Thank you. No, I'm not Jewish. Are you Jewish? It's obvious. Oh my God, what is wrong with people? They're like, you, and people always say that. They're always like, you look Jewish. I'm like, nope. I hope I don't look like Jamie Lee Curtis for obvious reasons. But anyway, anyhow, yeah, I did the 23andMe and I'm definitely like 70% Nordic. That's what I am. So like Nordic, there's a smidgen of British and more Irish, which was kind of interesting because I didn't even know I had Irish. So yeah, I dream a genie. Okay, so what about cannibalism in Haiti? Cannibalism everywhere. That's what this planet is. Yes, I know Jewish is a religion, but the mother has to be born into the Jewish family for the kids to be Jewish. I know. Why do they say that? And no, I'm not any religion. Actually, good point. Hispanic, definitely fucking Hispanic. I'm in California. 100% Hispanic. Yeah. And that's it. African American, definitely. I identify as African American. Listen. I saw some of my kids' friends that were my kids grew up with them, were African American, and we have a similar parenting style. So I will say that. Yeah, Madonna's fish video. I was going right there. But anyway, yeah. Jewish is a race and a religion. Yeah, I don't really know much about the Jewish religion or race, except that it is there and does exist. I mean, the Jewish people, yeah, of course. Um, However, if we're to believe the DNA, I'm not it. Nor am I black, nor am I Hispanic. 5%. I'm sure we're all going all the way back. Yes, there's somebody Native American right off the reservation. I absolutely, absolutely am appalled that the Arizona government and New Mexico government was mentioned there. I'm appalled that they take their people so lightly that it's okay to get rid of these kids. I already did the DNA testing. Before Keith died, I was looking for my bio dad. I found him. He died 3 months before Keithy. Yeah. Yeah, natives do have their own police force, but it needs to be done differently. Like, you can't just have these young women disappearing all the time. They're easy target. Is Panama a good place to live? I have no idea. I'm going to go with a no on that, but hey, they're crazy. Yeah. Well, I don't have the typical Jewish characteristics, but I don't know what to say. I mean, I have many Jewish friends. I always have, but I think we look like our families. Is what I think we look like. I don't like country music if you're asking that. If you're asking me, I don't like the country music. That's a no for me. Straight up no. Pimp C, yeah, I look Greek. I don't have that in me either. Sometimes people say I look Jewish because I have big boobs, and I'm like, that's kind of limited in your thinking. Orbital sockets, yeah, these are Viking and Irish. I look like my mother, who was also, my grandmother was from Norway. Bio grandmother was from Norway. I don't have Bigfoot stories. I do like Ozzy. But no, I always called Asian as a child. I think that was a past life thing. I think I had like 1% something Asian. I do think I saw that, but that shit changes all the time. They're always changing that. I'm going to do a video on the clips. South Korea, no, not yet. Not yet, not in this life. But anyway, thank you. You're sweet. South Korean. I don't know where the South Korean comes from. But like, what does it matter what I am? Oh, Joe, thank you for that. Thank you so much. What does it matter what I am? Like, really, what does it matter? Is that going to keep you, here's the saying, is that going to keep you out of my bed if I want to fuck you? What I am? Like, are you not going to fuck me? Are you not going to be my friend if I happen to be Jewish? Like, is that what you're not going to do? I don't know what to say. Like, who are you not fucking? Who are you not fucking? Like, I'm just asking. No, I'm serious. Like, who are these people? Like, are you Jewish? Okay, what if I am? What if I'm black too and South Korean? Interesting mix. What if I'm all of those things? Is that going to stop you from like looking up my skirt? No, it's not. It's not. If I say you want to have dinner and I'm paying, are you going to go, I'm sorry, I can't because of who your parents were? Like, okay. All right. Sure. Sure. Yeah, sure. Okay. Uh-huh. Yeah, okay. I don't even know what to say. I just don't know what to say. I don't know. Isaac Cappy was dead set, 100% accurate. Let me see. Oh, it is her dinner time. Accurate about Tom Hanks and Steven Spielberg and Henry Winkler and Sean Green and I can't even think of who he did, okay? He was 100% accurate. And I'm pretty sure he forced himself off a bridge due to something that he said about Hanks, if you get what I'm saying. And I'm pretty sure Jenny McCurdy's mother, McCurdy, was abusive as shit, was abusive as hell. Ice Spice is a little industry plant. Okay, first of all, look at her hair. Who shows up like that? Who idolizes that? What has she done? Why am I looking at her? Is Jay-Z gay? That's a hard question to answer because they all take it up the backside. Channing Tatum, if that's the one at the Oscars, that was a humiliation ritual. So he sold out. So they all have anal sex because they do that. Because they do that. That's what they choose to do in order to obtain energy, in order to blackmail each other. So are they really gay? They're being gay, like societally gay, which is a thing in prison. Once you go to prison. Oh, it was John Cena. Yeah, him. He's being ritualized. So they do it. Yeah, they do it in their club. It's their ritual, their club. This is what they do. They do. I think I did a reading on Bernie Mac. Yeah, sycophants. Yes, good word. Sycophants. No, I don't know that that makes him gay. I think it makes him gay for power and money. So they will take it up the ass and put it up the ass. And men like it up the ass because they have that gland up their ass. So it feels good to them. So I'm sure being the type of men they are, they're probably more into that than not. That's what I'm thinking. Here I am. I'm like, take it up the ass, do it up the ass. Yeah, I know they'll end up in diapers and it'll serve them right. You know, I don't know what to say. They're all in the club. Vince McMahon, whatever his name is, Cannibals, exactly. His daughter just got up in a trafficking thing. When is everybody going to realize Hilton's own hotels, trafficking? What do they do on movies when they leave the country and go to Poland and go to wherever the fuck they go? Over in Europe. Oh, that's right. Laundering the money that they're trafficking for the human trafficking. Commercials, everything. Everything. This is the shit that they're doing. And we're supposed to just swallow it like they're better than us. No, 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 no. If your only focus is on money and you think that that's all you want at Exit Club, yeah, and you think that that's what you want to do. Yes, John Cena. And Dubai, don't go there. But John Cena is now being outed. All these men with big muscles got to dress up like a woman. Why is that fucking funny? Why is it funny? Starting with Robin Williams, ritualized. And I just came to a conclusion about Robin Williams, okay? Yeah, lie, fake. I fucking hate this planet. Every night I'm like, I pray the Lord my soul to take now. Fucking take it now. Every night I'm like, oh God, get me off this planet. Anyway, what's his name? Robin Williams, when he did the movie, what's the one where he played the homeless man? Oh, I just forgot it. Sorry, I'm getting tired. What's the movie where he played the homeless man? Do you remember that movie? What's that movie? Anyway, where he was the homeless guy in Central Park and he had a nervous breakdown. And Jeff Bridges and him went to look for the golden cup. Yeah. Adrenochrome, y'all. Fisher King. I fucking figured out what it was. Now I'm twitching again. He's hallucinating adrenochrome. Fisher King. It was all about looking for the drug. And that's what that movie was about. The golden gauntlet, which they said was the other thing that was missing in the Bible. Can't remember it. That's what it was. That's what it was about. It hit me. I'm like, oh my God, these fuckers put everything in everything to fuck with us. It's an agenda. It's a fucking purpose. It's a problem. Chris Cornell was murdered. Jeffrey Epstein was murdered. Yeah, I know what they are. They're murdered. Celebrities going down. I have to think about the Holy Grail. Thank you. They were saying it was the Holy Grail, but it was adrenochrome. So Yeah, exactly. But they had him in a dress, which means he sold out. Humiliation ritual. Go all the way back to Some Like It Hot. Wait, no, not Some Like It Hot. Gentlemen Prefer Blondes. Marilyn Monroe on a train car, with Jack Lemmon and Tony Curtis. Nobody could be gayer than Tony Curtis. I'm saying that from having met him. Tony Curtis and Jack Lemmon dressing up as women in the film, and then we're supposed to go, that's so funny. Why? Why is that funny? Some Like It Hot. Yeah, why is that fucking funny? They're being tricked out. Tricked out. All of these people, Flip Wilson, all of these people, all of them, and their women's dresses and their bullshit. Don't watch it anymore. Don't applaud John Cena for going up there. He's a fucking pile of shit. Take your naked ass, stupid ass, humiliation ritual body off the stage. No one cares. You're not funny. It's not what we want to teach our children. You all say you want to teach your children correctly. All parents are like, I don't want my kids doing drugs. I don't want them doing this. I don't want them doing that. Then why are you letting them watch these fucking deviants in their movies? They're deviants. Julia Roberts being deviant number one. Deviant number one over there. Sandra Bullock, all of them. Am I from another planet? Sure, whatever. I can't remember if I am. Mrs. Doubtfire, all of them. The gold juice. That's what I'm thinking about in the Golden Cup. Tara Manning made me think of that with that. But it's just like, Bob Saget. I met Bob Saget when I was at Dr. Drew's, and he came on and he had a younger wife. And I listened to him talk about his younger wife. As soon as they have a younger wife, I'm like, you a bitch, man. You a bitch can't deal with women your own age. I don't like them. But that's my personal experience. I don't like it when the woman's decades younger. I think it's gross. I know it's being normalized, like decades, but it's not okay when Demi Moore or stupid Cher does it. You know, it's not okay. But really, if Cher were a man, she'd be doing what men do, and Clint Eastwood and all of these people, all of these fucking people. Like, it's not normal. Why are we listening? Of course, Rihanna would be a trafficking victim because they prostitute her money and they send her out. She's never getting out of that because she signed a deal. Bob Saget, bad man. Look at the roast they did with Bob Saget talking about him raping a child. And he's like, oh, funny. Dude, why is that funny? I would punch you in the face if you said I did that. I'd get off the stage and say, you aren't fucking talking to me like that. You are not talking to me like that. Yeah, I never watched those demons. I know they give them, yes, they do. And the money they make isn't the money they make. Let's see. And I want Pedro Pascal. I don't even know what that means. The Olsen twins seem taken over to me. On the plane, not the island. I don't care about anything to do with the Kennedys because they're all in on it. Yeah, Harry Styles. You cannot look at yourself in the mirror after you've agreed to that. You may have money and girls, but at a certain point, very hard to look at yourself in the mirror and to be okay with yourself after you know what you did. No amount of good deeds erases what you did. Yeah, I know. Bob Saget laughed. What a piece of shit. What a piece of shit that guy is. That's not a funny, and I'm sorry, call me, a stupid person, but I'm always itching my nose because I'm constantly, why when we roast celebrities, do we say things like that? Why is that a thing? Like, stupid things like, you wear a rug on your head or something, and even that's not nice. But why is that a thing? They're all together. It's not just Trump. You fucking Trump haters. It's not just Trump. They got you going on Trump that way. All of them in politics, every single one, they've got you voting on a side because you're a fucking clown who's been brainwashed. They are all the same. There is nobody, oh God, itchy. There is nobody out there who is not sold out. Trump is a billionaire. Oh, leave trans alone. Leave trans alone. I'm not saying anything against trans. How about this, you fuck? Leave women alone. Leave women alone. Stop copying women because you can't be us with uteruses. Stop doing that, excluding the real trans people, okay? Excluding real, biologically come onto this planet with trans, those people. Not everybody that says they're trans is trans. A lot of them are fucking brainwashed, okay? So stop saying that if you dress up and cut your dick off, you can be a woman, because you can't be a woman. You can dress like one, you can call yourself one, but you can't, by your clothing, makeup, and hair, be one. Got it? You can't. Sorry. True story. Sorry you don't believe that. Like, it's true. What the fuck is wrong with everybody? You think as a man you're gonna put a fucking dress on and be me? Good luck. Good luck. Yeah, good luck. You can do what you want, but good luck. Good luck. Because you're not gonna be me. Nuh-uh. No, no. Don't know. Nope. Nope. It's a true story. They want to be women because women have power. You don't have that kind of power. You can do whatever you want. You can call yourself trans. But when we have people like Dylan Mulvaney running around, which is a fucking psyop for the government anyway to make people mad, when mocking women, it's gross. Okay? It's gross. It is gross. I know. Yeah, DNA doesn't lie. And I'm not talking about anyone who naturally is inclined to be a woman. You can be born and do whatever you want to do, but you cannot be a woman. Like an actual, oh, and you cannot be. You cannot be, y'all. You cannot be. No, there was a phone call coming through. Yeah, you can't be. I mean, I'm sorry if people expect me to swallow bullshit, hook, line, and sinker, but you're not. You can say, and I grew up with a friend who was trans, and two actually, one from female to male, wanted to be a guy, and one guy who wanted to be a girl. And I protected both. But none were as brazen well, the one who wanted to be a guy, she did get her period, okay? But you don't go through 40 years of bleeding every month and childbirth and, yes, blackface, right? And then exactly. But people hate me for saying that. You hate me for saying that. But it's like fucking obvious. Why are you listening to the government? They're crazy. And people are allowed to be trans. I know trans people. It's not a touchy subject. When you go on an archaeological dig and you dig up bones, they do not come back with the word cisgender or transphobic or gender fluid. They come back with, this is the bones of 1876 male or 1876 female. That's what they say. They don't go into all this other garbage that they fucking put out there to fuck with people's heads. And you can be whatever you want. I would never disrespect somebody who says they want to be a trans woman. That's not what I'm even talking about. So I know what the God is, but I do know when you dig up bodies and bones, you're not going to say it. I mean, for God's sakes, I don't know what to say. Oh, I'm going to have a nervous breakdown. It's okay. I'm Generation X and people don't care what we say because we're old. I protect, yes, but only to be disrespected. Yeah, I protected everybody. My friends don't disrespect me. My trans friends don't disrespect me. My drag queen friends don't disrespect me. My gay friends don't disrespect me. But they know that I know that they're not even comparing themselves to me. Like, they don't think they're going to get their period, and they don't think that they're going to push a baby out of a very small space dependent on a man who may or may not support the baby while losing your figure and being off the market. No, they don't think that. They don't think that. They just think they want to be a woman. That's what they think. So there. All right, I have to go before I get myself in trouble with y'all. I gotta go, you guys. I love you all. Oh my God, I love you all. You guys are so great. Even you trolls, bitch ass trolls. Yeah, fuck you trolls. But you trolls, you earn me income, trolls. So that's good. You shouldn't want to come on here and troll me because, like, it's a good thing. Bitch asses. I like, what is it? Your hobby to troll? Like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, do you walk into like a fast food restaurant and troll those people? Or how about the gas station? Do you pull up for gas and then go, hey, fucking troll the gas attendant? Oh my God. She's waiting patiently. I'm gonna get scratched though. Okay, bye you guys. Peace out, everybody.